So, you want to make card edits like this? Well, you've come to the right tutorial! Well, maybe it's a better one, but who cares? Alright. So, the first thing you want to do is grab your audio. The rest cut off some of voiceover. So, what I was saying here is you want to map out beats by pressing M. You gotta make those to the beat to find, to make sure your footage is synced to the beat. If I sound weird, it's probably because I just woke up. And then, what I was doing here is saying, you want to get your overlays, your clips. Yeah. Oh, wait. And another thing I was saying here, if you don't know how to get an MP3 file for your video, just get a screen recording of the, this sound or song you want to use. I do this a lot. Yeah, and that's another way you can get your sound. You want to mute this sound, you want to mute the track with your footage in it, because you don't want that playing like some random background music. You want to get your watermark. Well, I'll have a separate tutorial for that linked in the video, but yeah. First thing you want to do is get your footage. Sometimes if the song doesn't really have like beats in the beginning of the video, in the beginning of the song, I'll just leave it like normally with like, I'll just leave the footage normal and cut it off at where the beat drops. But since this one has like obvious beats in the beginning, I'm just gonna be mapping them out. Another thing I like to do is, after I put the marks on the track, I like to put a couple of marks for when I know I have to switch footage. And then you want to start cutting up your footage. It's pretty simple to do, but if you don't know how to split, it's just Control B, or you can press B on your keyboard and it should send you to like a separate almost cursor thing that's meant for cutting things. Make sure you don't go over the beat drop, because because it kind of ruins the edit, but just don't go over the beat drop, and then delete the excess footage. And since that was just the first basic cutting up, I don't think you guys would need any more help. But yeah, I'm just gonna speed up the rest of this. Also, when you're cutting up your footage, you want to watch it to make sure that everything's synced up to beat. Alright, so now we want to add effects like shakes. So just search shake. I have it favorited because I've used it a ton, even not in car edits. So what I just do is leave it in the beginning. I keyframe it 3350, and then I keyframe it at the end to 050, and then I do it and I add another one, but I invert it, so it's 50 at the top and then 33 at the bottom, and then it goes to 50 at the top to 0 at the bottom, if that makes sense. Or you could just watch me do it really carefully. And I put, so actually how I find the best way to know how long my shakes are is to find the shortest clip in the video and match it up to there, so it doesn't like have to overlay. But just copy and paste it a bunch of times. If it goes dark, just press V, and there you go, that's your shakes. You could stop there if you wanna, but I'm gonna go get out my my no BG pictures. This isn't like sponsored or endorsed, but I just use Photo Room because I find it the best. So I'm gonna speed up the rest until I actually start doing stuff. Alright, and now we're making the effect where the cars fly onto screen. So I messed up a bit here, but I think I fix it. So you want to put the car actually under the shakes so it matches up with the video. I figured that out right about here, I think. Oh, you want to keyframe it to the right position, and at the end I like to make it 90 degrees and then put it like that. So you want to make a keyframe where it stays in the right place, and then one where it's just like off the screen. Yeah, here I fix it. Yeah, so since I was smart and screenshotted them correctly, I don't have to move the Bugatti TT or the Lamborghini. Like I was saying, you want to just place keyframes where it's in the right position, and then one where it's off screen. It doesn't have to be at an angle, but I just prefer it to be at an angle. Yeah, and I'm just gonna speed the rest of this clip up. Yeah, and you just want to repeat that until all your different clips have a car flying on the screen. If that sounds right. I don't think it does, but who cares? Alright, now here comes the fun part. So to make the aura, you want to go into adjust, go to saturation, turn it to red, 100, 0, 100, 100, 100, somewhere in the middle of there, like 25 on brilliance. And then you want to add the ripple effect. It goes 100, 100, 80 something, 60 something, like 20 something. And yeah, I just do that for all the, oh, I also like to size up the bottom one. Make sure to do it on the bottom one, not the top one. Make sure to do all the messing around in the adjust tab on the bottom one, or else you're gonna get a monstrosity. Alright, and then at the end I always watch mine like 1 or 2 times to make sure everything's right. And then now I put in my watermark. If you want to know how to get a 3D watermark, I think I said this already. I'm gonna have a tutorial linked in the description. But yeah, I just like to put it at like 1/3 of my video because that's where they usually put it.
Alright, I'm on mobile now, so I can go into my space, blah blah blah, find the edit I want to download. Not that one, that's the wrong one. I don't know why I downloaded that one.
Alright, and that's it. Never mind.
Right now I realize
I forgot
this is the wrong
did another thing.
dang video. So I go back and download
So what
the other
I
one.
did was I put one of my favorite overlays to use, Visi, on the Clippies.
And then I downloaded it.
So I could
Now I go.
I don't know, so it looked cool.
Get the file.
Like, I don't know what else to say, but
Blah blah blah. Click on it.
I hate how this is always a little bit uneven, but you chroma key in the remove BG
Select
tab, click the
motion
green
blur,
intensity up to like 45% or something. Then you copy and paste it a bunch of times.
75.
Yeah. 15 twice, and directions is both. It's also faster on mobile for some reason. I miss when it was a free feature. Alright, and there we go. If you don't want to pay for premium, just also delete the thing. But if you don't want to pay for premium, just screen record it and then crop the rest of this stuff out. And then now I like to share it to my space. Anyways, that's it for the video. Because for some reason the motion blur on mobile is better, but yeah, that's it.